Good afternoon. It is Monday, November 6th, 2023 here in Sarasota, Florida. All right, so I am intending in this little recording session to grab 2 to 3 snippets that can be cut and edited into 2 or 3 videos, each one targeting something a little bit differently, but as with everything in my life, it's all connected and interrelated. So I'm going to ease in. I'm just going to jump right in here to the first one. Okay, so actually, let me list all 3, and that way, if anybody listens to one, they'll know what the other 2 pieces are. Since a lot of times, I'm gonna begin to give voice to a lot more of the quirky little things that I evaluate and take into consideration. Rarely do I share these things out loud. It's a combination of how my mind works, how I process things, and then the conscious intentions and the artistic weaving together of my life that encompasses what's up there, what's getting processed, and what's being created in this head of mine. So one of the things I personally believe is that the energy of any given moment is completely unique. It is a conglomeration of the present moment and then how we falsely look at time as a linear thing. It includes from that perspective, energies from the past and energies for the future. It's all the now moment, but all of those ways of looking at time has an energy to me when I capture a recording. For example, November 6th, if there had been any notable thing that took place in my life on this date, that energy would be present today. Now, it just so happens yesterday was an enormous day in my story of Alyson, especially the past 10 years. It was the 10-year anniversary of having met somebody that played an enormous role in my world, and more from what I call a reverse teaching perspective, where I absolutely grew as a result of a relationship with this person. But it came at a tremendous cost emotionally. It was just not always fun. In fact, far more often than not, the growth that resulted, the lessons that were learned were not fun. And yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of this person entering this lifetime. So that energy, rest assured, is still reverberating throughout today. Now, again, that doesn't have any specific relation to what I'm trying to capture today, but because it's all about the energy. And what I am attempting to step into is a discussion that's more about the energy, where I'm telling stories about the energies more so than the people and places, if that makes sense. And I'm sure it doesn't make sense right now. So I'm just going to step in and let you know that that's why I always time, date, stamp the videos. And it's why I think I'm going to include the title or the topic of all 3 of what I'm trying to capture today, all 3 short discussions, because the energy of the transmission, if you will, is the same. It's all going to come from a very similar frequency of energy today, a unique combination of all the things that are Alyson. So if you resonate with one, even if you don't care about the topics of the other 2, the energy may be something that you want to follow, and therefore watch another video or 2. Okay, so the 3 things. The first thing is I am going to capture my first video that is specifically for the playlist that I have created on my YouTube channel to coincide with, to complement my book, specifically Soul Igniting Suggestion number 6. Now, there is currently a video there in that playlist, but this will be the first time I try to capture just a little bit of a direct message to folks who tune into my YouTube channel specifically for that playlist, which is going to potentially increase as more and more of my books are out in the world circulating, which is happening right now as a result of them being on Amazon, as a result of them being in the hands of a couple of friends who I gave extra copies to, as a result of them being test run in some metaphysical shops. It's getting out there. And in the book, I talk about this playlist. This will be the first video today I'm trying to capture for that playlist. That's the first one. The second one is going to be very closely related to the playlist in the sense that it is specifically going to speak about 3 women and reference 3 women in my life who have very much made it possible for me to take this next step into what Soul Igniting Suggestion number 6 talks about, which is centering your life around your passions and creating your dream work schedule. Okay, so first video for that. Second video, closely related. In fact, I'm not even 100% certain that they won't be the same thing. We're going to soon see. And the third one of the 2 or 3 videos that I'm going to cut as a result of today's recording, the third one is, oh gosh, I'm just going to jump in and do it. Alyson-For-Presidency, a mock presidency, very much a mock presidency. Satirical, but yet I don't want to say serious because I'm not serious. I have absolutely zero. No, I cannot, will not try to feed as little as possible attention and energy to the current political system. But an idea, something has been, going on within me that's pulling me for shits and giggles to try to throw something out there. Kind of in the moment, but not in the moment exactly. And we'll see how that video comes out. And then again, it's going to be tempting this idea of Alyson-For-Presidency. Tempting, that's not really the right word. Creating a little project around that ties to other things going on in my work world, centered around and speaking to from my humble opinion, our extremely broken current political system, using the mechanism to speak to what could be possible and more, to show and connect it in my world of work to something that's actually alive. It's a live project. Okay, so that'll be the third one. We'll see. Okay, so here we go. First video speaking to Soul Igniting Suggestion number 6 from my book, 7 Soul Igniting Suggestions for Feeling Greater Inspiration.